Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll just wait for you. How are you all? Oh, look at my hair. This is lockdown hair for you, isn't it? Anyway, I'm here. Hello, I'm waiting. Hello. Oh, here we go. Morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Marina's first in this morning. Not like hello, Jan, my love. Now, I always say this every week, don't I, right? It says there's 27 people there. There's only 3 names so far. It's a bit difficult because the screens are funny. The screen is halfway between what my glass is. Oh, do you know what I should do? I should try out my... Morning. I'm going to try out my... I've got some bifocals. I wonder if they'd work. Let's have a look at this. I've got some bifocals. Morning, everyone. Morning, Princess. What's it? Let's just try... Oh, they've got a big stain on them. Oh, yeah. Louise is watching as well. So these are ancient, right? I got these years ago when I was at Rocks & Co. Because I kept saying I need glasses for looking up and glasses to look down. Morning, Ali. Oh, she loves my hair. You see, a lot of people are saying that my hair looks better longer like this. You see, if I go like that, I can read. How funny. Hello, Pam Minihani. How are you, my love? I will start in a second. Jane. Model Jane Russell's watching. Hannah's watching. Morning, Han. Jenny. Oh, happy birthday, Jenny Lowe. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Cheryl's watching. Now, did you all go and buy your rainbow fabric from Cheryl's friend's shop? Lintuit. Morning, Lintuit. How are you all? What's happened to this weather? What is going on with this weather? I know. I've just been chatting to Vix. You know little Vix, right? Off. Oh, Lucy's watching. Louisa saying, morning, do you know what, today could go disastrously wrong, or, well, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. I've never done EPP before, ever, in my whole life. So today will be fun, won't it? Because that's what we're doing today. I am well, thank you, Lucy, my lovely. Gerardine, these glasses. Oh, Gerardine sent me the most gorgeous scrub hats, scrub bags and dolls this week. So, Lowe's watching, everybody. Paula, morning. Lovely to see you too. Oh, look at you all, there's loads of you. Oh, it does. Do you know what? I can't tell you how much... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to get all... Hell, I am looking my eyes much better. I still look old, don't I? But do you know, 12 years ago tonight... I'm going to keep doing this because they're very focals. Oh, don't turn your head that way. Looking gorgeous. Thank you. Who's that from? Gillian. They're hello. I'll keep doing this wrong. Tanis. I'm going to call you Tanis from now on. Oh, she says it's lovely. I love EPP. Avery, windy. It's just grey here. It's great. It's not too cold, I don't think. I've got the windows open, but it's not too cold. Anyway, 12 years ago tonight, I was the guest judge on Dancing on Ice. 12 years. Where's that? That's just popped up on my memories on Facebook. Where's that gone? Let me find them. Oh, there's the perfect place. Morning, silly Nanny Jill. Love your shirt, thank you. And that's the other thing I've got to tell you. Now, I'm no heavier since we started lockdown. No heavier. I wear exactly the same. Do any of my clothes fit? No. Not. They're all really tight around my belly and here. I noticed yesterday when I was chatting on here yesterday. I purchased... Oh, yeah, cabin crafts. They're very helpful, says Hannah Bradley Cohen. Anyway, what was I going to say? Sally, morning, John. It's beautiful, warm, sunny in Cornwall. Won't be for long. Oh, are you indeed? She's just finished, isn't she? Oh, there you go. Susan's doing EPP. Ali's now watching. That's Marina's sister. Twin. She's a twin. Derek's watching. Morning, Derek. All right, mate. Laura Plum says, match your shirt. Match. Do you mean love your shirt? Gala Shields, it's overcast in Gala Shields, but it's always overcast there, isn't it? Hello, Vanessa, my love. I'll start in a minute. We'll start. Iris thinks it's a gorgeous shirt. Thank you. It's Claudio, lovely. Just a little bit tight on me. A little bit tight. Islington. Oh, I do miss Islington. I used to love... Oh, well, I lived in Hackney, but Islington was mine. Now, Marcia, they're not new. They're old, but they're very focal or multi... What do you call them? Bifocal. I don't know what. They're something focal anyway. So I have to keep moving my head to read the thing. Oh, thank you. You're all liking them. You see, these are my new glasses. You see, they're my new glasses. These are my old glasses, but these are good for this, aren't they? Because I can do both look up and down at the same time. Morning, John Scott. I'm a lot heavier. Too much wine. You say, I still haven't had a drink, Susan. No, 16 months is it now? 17 months I've not had a drink. I spoke to my personal trainer and I said, hello, Penny, down the other end of the village. I spoke to my personal trainer and I said, oh, Julie's watching. Julie's watching. Julie's with Nana Kate, looking after Nana Kate. We're on the phone for an hour and a half last night. Lloyd's watching as well now. Anyway, what was that? So I was talking to my personal trainer and he said, I said, how come I'm fat? Nothing fits me. But they're not new, Princess, what's it? Anyway, I said, how come everything... I weigh the same, but nothing fits me. And he said, you've got muscle wastage because I'm not going to the gym. Well, that's a first, isn't it? Louisa's, Justin's watching too today while folding fat quarters. That's the reason Louisa's so... What's the word? Not voicey. What's the word I'm looking for? Is I'm doing one of her kits in a minute. I know. Hello, Louth. It's wet and windy in Louth. I can't see who that was from anyway. Pat, good morning. Oh, it's cold and grey everywhere apart from Cornwall, it seems, this morning. Weather for ducks in Bradford. You don't have many ducks there in Bradford, do you? Hello, Melissa, my love. Right. Shall we start? This could, like I say, this could be a disaster or it could be great fun. Cloudy and grey. I wish I was born in... Oh, I was born in Islington. Oh, were you, Sally? Laurie's watching now, so I'm morning, Laurie. Oh, the glasses match your shirt. Oh, yes, I hadn't even noticed that. So they do. It's because they're vocals. Thank you for my pin cushion. It arrived the day after you posted it. What pin cushion was that? Are you talking to me? Oh, no, she's talking to Louisa. I was going to say, I don't remember. Who's losing weight? Tanis is losing weight or not? Then there's nothing of you, woman. And I'm Tanis, never Tanis. All right, I'll remember that. Tanis. Donna, morning. Could you please say hello to my mum, Isabel? She's also watching. Kate's mum, Isabel. Good morning. How are you, my love? Done that. Jill, hello. I'm just scrolling up because it stopped. If you stop it, it stops. Oh, look, there's loads of people watching now. Rosemary, good morning. She's royalty, Rosemary. Martin's watching. No jogging this morning, Martin. He got very drunk the other day on VE Day. In his street, they had one of those VE parties, all self-isolating, all sitting outside their own house. And he got very drunk on very strong pins. Runa in Norway's watching. Crikey. Hello, morning, everyone. Morning. Sorry if I don't say hello to all of you. There's loads of you there. Hello, Nikki. She's just in a village down the road. Very quiet little village she lives in. I bet she's quite noisy. I bet she's the noisiest one in that village. Sunny in Kent. Very nice. I'm not eating any chocolate, Vanessa. Not eating chocolate. Anyway, Adele, we've got hellish gales in Skipton. It's cloudy. Oh, you must live. Do you live near where does model Sheila live? She lives round that way. It's always great fun. Oh, thank you. Right, okay, shall we make a start? Morning, Eileen. Sunny in Suffolk, but very windy. Oh, Anita's watching. There's lots of Norway people in today. Tanis is watching. Hello, Jane. Right, let's make a start. Now, I need to say before we start... Hang on, I've got to tell you anything before we start sewing. It'll come to me during it, I'm sure. Right, morning, Jan. Oh, these glasses. Oh, Michelle Tamlin's watching. She's a big TV producer from Liverpool. Snowing? I said to my friends it was going to snow somewhere. Morning, Nikki. Right, so I need to say before we start, I'm not being paid for this demonstration. Because you have to say that these days, don't you? Because you have to... My friend Nadine, you know, Beauty with Nadine Bagger, she has to say when she's on her page, she has to say when it's just her opinion or whether she's being paid by the company to do it. Well, I'm not being paid for this. Morning, John. South Shields. Oh, dear. It's cloudy and cold. How did that happen? Because it was so hot yesterday morning, wasn't it? I mean, too hot. I went delivering my bags and my scrub caps yesterday morning, and it was just boiling hot. Anyway, let's make a start, because I've been wittering on for like 9 minutes already. Right, Sonjar. Hello, Sonjar, my lovely. And Anne. Right. Are you all ready? Because this is what we're going to make this morning. Oh, have I pressed the button? Morning from Norway. Morning, Anita. Morning. Look, loads of people watching. Morning, dear. Hello. All right, Jerry. No, I think Jerry's a lady, isn't it? Please say hello to my 12-year-old Nate. All right, mate. Nate. No chocolate. Wait till your parcel arrives. Oh, Louisa. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a message for Louisa, is it? There's so many of you messaging. It's lovely to see you. So this is what we're going to do today. Can't even speak, look. Sunny in Perthshire. I like Perth. I had a very good psychic reading in Perth. Not bad in East London. Oh. Journey after finishing a night shift. Oh, Jeanette, get into bed. Get into bed and watch me from the bed. Lynn Tuit says it's hot in Bagshot. It's always hot there, though, isn't it? It's all the people that live there. Oh, now Carol's saying hello, sister, to someone. Morning, gorgeous Sonjar. How are you all? So lovely to see you all, I tell you. Right. Oh, there you go, Jeanette. Jeanette and Carol's the sisters. Where's Crazy Lorraine today? I bet she didn't have a very good night's sleep again. She didn't last time I was on, did she? Petra! Petra's my new friend. Oh, no, that's a different Petra, isn't it? That's my old friend Petra, that one. I thought that was a new Petra. Oh, now Louisa said Justin was watching. He's only just tuned in. Ian's watching with all his cats. He'd be sitting in his pyjamas with all his cats. Bridge North. Not sure where that is. Is that Yorkshire? No, I don't know. Lovely on this grey day in Bedford. It's grey everywhere, I think, today, isn't it? Sorry late, been walking Reggie. Rather blustery. I'm sure it is. It'd be nice, though, I'm sure. I bet it was nice out. Carol's, I've sussed that, Jeanette. Carol's your sister. I've got that. Thank you for learning to knit. Oh, he is learning to knit. Nate is. Nate's learning to knit. Sorry. I might have my new glasses on, but I'm still having trouble reading, isn't it? Evesham, just down the road, Julie. In fact, that's where my car broke down last week. Oh, it's such a nightmare. I've spoken to you since my car broke down. I know. Anyway, the people they were amazing. The people, I was delivering some scrubs to a nurse, and her husband came out, and the gardener and everything fixed my car for me. And then I came home and it died again. That's another story. Right, Donegal. It's cold in Donegal. There's lots of rain in Donegal, isn't there, normally? Overcast in Whitstable. See, look, Lincoln, morning. I did a wedding in Metheringham. Lovely wedding in Metheringham years ago. Morning. Right, so have you all seen this? Now, as I say, I'm not being paid. Hello, Doe. Oh, Phil says hi. I went to school. Do you live in Manchester now? I went to school with Philip Lewis, right, and his wife, Doe. She loves sewing and everything. He hates it. He used to be a really good runner when we were at school. I bet he's not now. He's too fat now to run. Thanks, Carol. They're bifocals, multifocals, whatever they're called. Right. So this is a kit that you can buy from sewmotion.com. It's Louisa Galt's company. You all know Louisa Galt. Excuse me. She was on with me, used to be on with me at Sewing Quarter, and then she's been on my new show, John Scott Sewing World, at Crafters TV as well, doing cushions like this. Now, this is a kit that she sells. She sells lots of other kits, and she sells fabric and everything like that. So don't think this is all she sells. But it's about, I think it's £20, isn't it, this, Louisa? £20. Now, for your £20, I'm not doing a big sale. I'm not doing it like a sale. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to be doing selling. South London, windy but lovely sunshine. Oh. Jane, they're nice, aren't they? They're like mandalas, aren't they? My niece, Alex, she's buying me a tattoo for my 60th birthday. She wants to, good morning, John Scott. Oh, she got this cushion kit. She hasn't started yet. Well, maybe you can start it today. Oh, hang on, something's happening here. Kerry, hang on, who's the princess? I'm posting my scrub bags to you on Tuesday. Oh, thank you. Varifocals, thank you, that's the word. I still love the rain. Oh, that Jane Alcott made that for me. Oh, in fact, Jane's on Natasha's show later, isn't she, today? It's the 10th, isn't it? Morning. Oh, hang on, someone's in Honeybourne. Shirley's in Honeybourne. Yeah, Louisa says £20. Windy, East Yorkshire. Oh, from St Genid's Road in Cardiff. Oh, hang on, I've lost all the messages again now. Phil is not fat anymore, John. He's lost 3 to 4 stone since he last saw you. Oh, that'll make him about 20 stone now then, I suppose, wouldn't it? Oh, well done, Philip Lewis, losing all that weight. In 21 years' time. What? Oh, the messages are going too quickly for me now. I am 30. Well, what did I say? I am 39. Now, Sally McCluskey, have you filled in that form yet? And, oh, Sally, I bought some onions from the supermarket. I don't want them. Do you want my onions? Sally's one of my neighbours, one who makes the cakes, you know what I mean? Northern Ireland. Oh, loads of you there. Anyway, shall we get on? Oh, she was on at 10 this morning. Oh, of course she was. 10 o'clock until 11 o'clock. Of course, she says she's been on already. So, because Debbie Shaw's been on this morning as well, isn't she? Oh, hang on. Oh, apparently Jane's just been on. I thought she was on after me. But she's on before me. Oh, well, that's good. Don't worry, Dawn. You're not late. I've done nothing yet. Oh, look, there she is. Burn it down in Paddy Roche. I could watch you for hours. I don't know where the rest of it. Morning, John from Windy. Mick Hucknall, is that? Mick Hucknall. Right, so let's start, shall we? Shall we start? You cheeky thing. You can tell him, he won't mind. I found a picture of him and me at school the other day when I was clearing out. Hello, Rufus. That's Mary, that is, not Rufus. Georgina's watching now. Do you know what? Mary Rufus bought me one of those jewel things for, was it my birthday or was it for Christmas? Anyway, I've got it on the bed ready to start, so maybe we'll do that one week. Might that be a bit boring to watch, won't it? Me just sticking loads of jewels on, but I don't know how to do it and I've lost the instructions. I'll have to look it up on the internet. Right, so this is an EPP kit to make a cushion. So what you need as well as this, let me just read this. I'll put my glasses on to read this. You also need a glue pen. This is not included in the kit. You need a glue pen. You need thread. You need a 20-inch square of butter muslin. Louisa sells all of these. You might already have them in stock. You need a 20-inch square of your wadding. And even in here, you've got your background. If you're going to make a cushion, you haven't got your backing. Morning, everyone. Hello, Claire, who makes things. Right, okay, so let's open it. Let me show you what you get in the box. Morning, Martina from Germany. How are you, my love? So in the box, you get this. This is for your petals. Cold in Northern Ireland. Oh, yeah, mine's much better, look. Thank you. Much better. Still a bit itchy. But I found, remember the other day I couldn't find my heated pads. I found them yesterday, so I did it last night before I went to bed. Oh, Anna Sewing Nuts watching. Anyway, so that's your fabric for your petals. You get that in the kit. This is your fabric for your binding. Already cut, you get that in your kit. Poor old Justin, Louisa's husband's cut all these for you. I know. Right, and then you get this exquisite piece of Japanese print fabric. It's a linen mix. Maureen, hello Maureen, my love. Yes, I'm just a Carlos. My eyes much better, thank you. So we'll talk about that in a minute. There's plenty of that. There's absolutely plenty of that. You also get, morning Barbara, you also get some of this red embroidery thread. You also get this, now this is important, template plastic. You get some of this. This is all in the box for your £20, I know. Then you get your papers, but they're not papers, they're little cardboard, so you can use those over and over again. Don't worry, Andrea, my love, we've only just started. So you get those, you get 8 of those, and you get 8 clamshells. And, oh, Martina says she's fine, that's good. Sunny Scotland, look. John gets some varifocals. These are varifocals. These are your varifocals. I know, I'm kidding. John in Harbour Lane. You know the designer? I used to be on interior designer. I used to be on sewing quarter with him. And then he did 60-minute makeover for years. Always wore a kilt. He's watching that. He does a live. Is it this morning or yesterday morning you do your lives? Where's New Milton? I wonder where New Milton is. Anyway, and then this is your background. That looks like Macawa linen, you know, like the linen texture. It's not linen, it's 100% cotton in the colour linen. So it's called linen texture in linen, but there's no linen in this sort of time. All right. Oh, now look, Lynn Tuitt said hello to Martina now. That's nice, isn't it? Plus you get all your instructions, right? So the first thing you have to do when you get home, when you get this gets home, is get a cup of tea or a glass of good morning. Cool but dry in Northern Ireland. Well, it's very different all around Northern Ireland, isn't it? Oh, it's in the New Forest, is it? Nottinghamshire's cool. Right, okay, it's like a weather programme, this, isn't it, rather than a sewing. Is that a kit from... No, you don't buy it from me, you buy it from Louisa. You buy it straight from Louisa, this one. Oh, John's was at 10. He's bought a sewing machine. Oh, we'll have to swap notes. My sewing machine... Normally, my sewing machine's on the table on a Sunday morning, but don't need it this week. Thanks, Anne. Claudio Lugly shirts. New Milton is in Hampshire, thank you. Right. Oh, now Julie has just seen that Maureen has tuned in, right? So Maureen is Julie's friend, and they can't see each other at the moment because Maureen's living in her lovely coach house and Julie is living with Nana Kate. They're isolating, so they can't see each other at the moment. Maureen's the one who makes those funny little wooden duck things I was telling you about, and bunting and stuff. And at Christmas, she makes really lovely jam and relishes and things like that. Maybe we'll do at Christmas. We'll do a tasting of Maureen's jams and relishes, shall we? Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Right, let's start. I keep saying that, and we're not starting. Right. So, oh look, everyone said hello to each other now. So go home. No, when this gets home, read it. Don't do anything. Don't touch the fabric. Don't do anything. They're very, very thorough. These instructions, right? Very, very thorough. but read them first. Do not dive in going, oh, I know about this. I'm here, John, says Anne. Good to see you too, Anne, my love. Right, so read the instructions first. And you also get this other sheet here, which has got templates in it. You don't need to worry about that to start with. Right, okay. So now, right, hang on. Sharon's making scrub bags. Oh, you see, we've had nearly 2,000 of them now, and they're amazing. They're fantastic, but they're still needed. They're still needed. Loving the quilts on the wall. Did you make them? No. Wet Yourself Wendy made that one, and Jane Alcock made that one. Mine's on the window. Oh, well, I wonder if I can do this. Can you see? No. There's mine. There's my rainbow on the window. Can you see? That's my latest one. That's my buzz yellow. Oh, Sandra's watching from Australia. I went to school. Now, Sandra, Philip Lewis is watching. Do you remember Philip Lewis? I know. Weird, isn't it? How years. Do you know, have I told you this already? 12 years ago tonight. Oh, Julie, if you're still watching, 12 years ago tonight, I was the guest judge on Dancing on Ice, and you and the kids were all in the audience. Do you remember? Oh, Jacqueline says she loves Maureen's ducks. Brilliant presents. Oh, Jacqueline, that's nice. Are you local then too, Jacqueline? Anyway, right, so let's start. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make one of these, right? It's a template for your cutting out, because on your Japanese fabric, you're going to be doing fussy cutting. Now, fussy cutting is when you see a piece of fabric and you want to cut certain things out within that fabric. So what you need to do here is very easy. You take your square of this, you place a clamshell on top of it, and you draw around it using a Sharpie or some other pen like that, right? And then what you need to do is you need to draw dots, quarter of an inch all the way around the edge there. Now, when you cut this out, don't use your fabric scissors, only use your paper scissors to do that, right? Now, no, not John Lewis, Philip Lewis, Sandra. John Lewis is a shop. Right, don't do what I did. I thought, because I'm new, I'll do 3/8 of an inch, right? I'll do 3/8 of an inch. It's too much. Do quarter of an inch, right? So that's your template. You don't need to do a template for these because you're not fussy cutting. You're not fussy cutting with that one. So now this is the bit I enjoyed the most, right? You have to then pick up your piece of fabric. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jacqueline's on the wheel. I know Julie through Maggie's. Oh, and I know Maureen through Julie. It's a small world, isn't it? Sandra's had a red wine. Just so you know, Sandra's in Australia. So it's not 11 o'clock in the morning there. Hello, Teresa, my love. How are you? Squirrels! Right. So, this is your fabric. Now, don't do what I did and just think, oh, look, I can see a tree, a big house, a little house, a pagoda, and a bridge. Because they're all a bit different. It's set differently. It's fabulous, gorgeous fabric, but you do have to be aware. So what I did was, I'm just going to show you now, because there's loads of fabric, you get loads, right? But I was a bit worried that when I cut my pieces out, that I might waste some fabric. Christopher's just joined us. Hello, Christopher. So what I did was I got all 8. Right, now this is what I'm going to do. I'll turn my camera around in a second, right? Put my tummy in. Just going to turn the camera around for a second. Oh, where's it gone? Oh! Now, when I practiced earlier, there was a thing to turn it round and I can't find it now. Oh, flipping it. Hang on. Where's the thing to turn it round gone then? Oh, there. Got it. There it is. It's moved. Right, so you see the fabric here. What I did was I got each of these and I thought, right, I want 2 with a big house on it. So I put that over one and I put that one over another one. Then I thought I want 2 with a bridge. So I put one over a bridge and the other one over a bridge. And then I wanted 2 pagodas. Like that. And this way you can make sure that you've got enough fabric. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I must have and I wanted 2 trees. Now I've done it wrong now because look at, oh, there you go. That one's right there. So I literally put it out like that. Oh no, you see, this isn't right. Because, there it is. Right. So what you do is, sorry, I'm very shaky with this thing, aren't I? You lay your cardboards out so you know where you're going to put it. Now, if you're like Louisa, she didn't care at all. She just went like this with hers, and she just cut 8 out like this. She didn't care. If you look at the front of the packet, she didn't do any fussy cutting at all. She just went like that. And then she saved this for another, all this for another one here. And then what you do is you literally get your template and you pop it on the fabric like that, where your cardboard was. And you literally, because obviously this is the way it's going to be sewn on this one here. This is your seam allowance. So you can place it exactly. So if you want the house really high up, you do it up there. If you want the house really low down, you put it there. I've done mine dead in the centre like that. And then I cut that out, right? I'm going to bring you back now. Oh, the old radiator there. There we go. That's right. Oh, hang on. She did not. I did exactly what you've done. Well, if you look at the picture, right, look, are they fussy cut? It's open to question, isn't it? Anyway. Look, I've spilt everything everywhere now. So, I cut those out. Then what I did was once I'd cut one of the ones with the house out, I'll show you like this, right? So, this is one with the bridge, right? So that's one I've cut out with the bridge there. I then place this piece of fabric exactly on the other piece of fabric. So I've got the bridge in exactly the same place. Do you see? So the bridge is in exactly the same place. So let me just put that to one side. So you cut all of those out. You do have a lot of fabric left over, look. Now this is me going all over the place. Look, there's bits here you can use for other projects. Look, there's more there, there's more there. There's all that left over. There's loads left over. Let me just put that to one side, that to one side. Right, now this is where it's going to get a little bit difficult because you need to do this on the flat. So what you now do is you now take one of your cardboard templates, you place it in the centre of your piece of fabric. Oh, now, a little tip here, right? Which I didn't do because I haven't got any. Best press your fabric or whatever, excuse me, whatever spray you like, whether you use the June Tailor or whether you use Best Press or whether you any of those, right? Best press the fabric because first of all, it stops it from fraying. Also, it keeps it nice and stable. Excuse me. It keeps it nice and stable. Oh, hang on. Louisa God, I'm not sure I've ordered the right colour for the back of the fabric. Oh, talk to Louisa. Could you answer Jackie? Right, then what you do is... Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this, right? What you do is, while that's... Oh, I know what you do. It's easy, right? Get your glue pen. Open your glue pen. And you put... This is where I need an upstairs camera, isn't it, really? You put some glue on the back of your cardboard and you stick it onto your fabric like that. Now, you must use a glue pen that is developed for fabric. Don't go to, buy one of those picnics, right? Don't do that because that's not made for fabric, right? That isn't made for fabric. This is though. This one is. This one is called Fabric Glue Pen. Well, that gives it away, doesn't it? Hobby craft, card making, scrapbooking range, sticks to. So it does stick to. So you stick that to there, right? Then, I'm good, thanks, Donna, my love. Then what you do now, I'll just show you, I'll do it and then I'll show you. You run your glue stick around the top of your cardboard there, right? And you literally push your fabric over, starting in the middle. Now I am doing this back to front, obviously. So you just stick it down over, now nice and tight. This is where you need, if you've used Best Press, the fabric is much, much more solid. Oh, hang on, hi Jack. Oh yes, that's fine. That's fine. She'll sort it out for you. So, let me just press that down. So this is what it looks like at the back. Because obviously you're going to have pleats, because that size there is bigger than where you've turned it over, right? So you just, but look how neat it is on that side. Look how sharp that is on that side. Then literally, what you do is you now run glue down this edge here. Oh, hang on. The linen texture was called linen, but Macau have changed it to cream. Oh, you're talking about the other fabric. Okay. Ignore me what I'm saying there. Louisa's talking to Jackie. Right, okay, so now this time you run the glue, but you run it over the top of the fabric there all the way around. So I'll just show you here. Now, I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to split, snip into there, but there was nothing in the instructions to say, so I presumed that, hello, Ollie. So literally, again, you just press that over like that over there. Now, you will have a little dog ear at the corner, don't worry about that. And again, press that around nice and tight like that, and you get that gorgeous curve in there. Now, you see, I've got a little bump there, little air bubble there. If you use, oh, there it gets gone now. But if you use your best press, you won't get that. Oh, now, Pam, did you snip the sides? Did you snip in? Oh, well, I couldn't see that in the instructions. Right, hang on a sec then. So, Louisa says you need to do this. Don't go all the way. You don't want to go all the way to the edge. But that could be why mine was buckling a little bit, is it? Bit of glue around there. Oh, that's so much easier. No wonder. There you go. That's, I think, why mine was buckling a little bit, because I'd snipped into it. Morning, Tink. How are you? Oh, and then that's what it looks like on the back. Did I miss that stuff? This is why you need to read your instructions before you start, because I missed that bit out. Oh, I missed that bit out. It was one of those days just there. Oh, that makes it so much easier, snipping into the sides there. And then again, you do the same at the bottom like that, right? So you fold that up. So you end up with this, right? You end up with one like this. And you'll have 8 of those. I did it with 2, so I've got an air bubble in there, but I wouldn't have had that, I suppose, if I'd best pressed and snipped into it. So that's where I went wrong. But it's my first time. It's my first time. We all learn from each other. No, exactly, Gerardine. That's why we're doing it, so we can all share tips and everything. So you end up with 8 of those. Then you also want 8 of these. Now you cut these ones out slightly differently. So what you do on this one, now I've already started, obviously. Here's your strip of fabric. It's plenty of fabric, right? Otherwise, go the right way up. What you do on this one is you get your cardboards or your papers. You put a bit of glue on the back, just a line of glue down the back like that. And then you stick it to the fabric, because you're not pattern matching anywhere, or you're not fussy cutting. All you have to remember is you need at least ½ an inch between each one. Morning, John, Louisa. I want to learn a new skill. Oh, so try to... Oh, Phil's watching now. Phil, who's lost 3 stones, watching now. Tall Ian's watching. Right, so what you do is you do that. You stick them to your fabric, making sure you've got ½ an inch between each one. And then you literally get your ruler, like this, and mark... I'll do it there. ½ an inch all the way around the outside. ½ an inch. I won't do this because it's very boring to watch. I mean, if you're good at eyeing it, then you can just do it by eye, can't you? I just used like a fluorescent pencil. Can you see? Does that show? No, not really. And then you cut each one out. I won't do lots of this because it's very boring to watch, isn't it? It's not like the same when I'm wittering on in the background telling you how much to do something. So you cut it out with ½ an inch round the outside. Oh, Joe's watching now. Joe, that transition was hardly seamless, was it, this morning? Anyway, and you do exactly the same. You put your glue around the edge, you push the thing round, and so you end up with 8 of these. Now, obviously, I just cut them with the flower upwards. You can do whatever you want with them, but I cut them all exactly the same way. Maria, don't worry, my love. You're not late, don't worry. Well, you are late, but you've not missed anything. You catch up later. So then you end up with 8 of those and 8 of these. So my tip next, obviously these are all the same, so it doesn't matter, is lay these in a circle so you know which order. I'll show you quickly. You know which order you want them to be in, because what you don't want is you don't want 2 pagodas next to each other, do you? And things like that. Hang on, there's another one. Oh, I've lost one now. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Let us go. Right, I'll just hold this up And then, bear with me again. So let me turn you around. Right, where's he gone? I can't find it. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. So look, so you lay it out in the order that you want it. Hello, April in Australia. Sandra's watching from Australia as well. Okay, let me put it back. Now, if you were doing... Oh, Julie's late again. Don't worry, you can catch up later. Jackie, hello. Anne, that's not that message isn't for me, that's for Louisa. They are easy to follow, aren't they? Right, now, you know most people... This is a beginner kit, by the way. Skill level easy. Easy. Maybe, is that the same as beginner? Oh, April, Sandra, that's Sandra from Australia saying hello to April, right? Right, now what you need to do, if you were doing 2 hexes or 2 squares, hello Penny, my love, you would lie them together face to face, like, right, imagine these are squares, right? Oh, we celebrated a bit hard yesterday, Guernsey 70, oh. Right, so if they were squares, you'd lay them on top of each other like that, and you just stitch backwards and forwards like that, but because these are curves, you can't do that. So, what you need to do is you choose your 2 pieces that are going together, right? I'll explain it before I show it, right? You get a needle and thread. You get a needle and thread. You put a knot in the end of your thread. Yeah, a knot. I'm saying a knot in the end of your thread. There, I've done 2 knots there. And what you do is you take this one and you put a stitch right up through the top of the seam allowance up there. Let me show you that. That goes through like that. So you take it, and then the knot goes behind the seam allowance. What's that? What's that, Graham? Wish we could support you with a donation for you. Oh no, I'm doing it for fun. Don't worry at all. And then in the seam allowance, you do a couple of stitches. You do a couple of little stitches in the seam allowance just to secure that thread. Right, I'm going to put my other glasses on for this. Okay, so you do that. And then you get this one. You place it, obviously you do this on the flat normally. You place it exactly where it's going to go, like that. You run the thread through the seam allowance of the blue one. Oops, there we go. You run the thread through the seam allowance of the blue one, and then you catch just this bit here to here. Obviously on my side, on the wrong side. You catch it together, so you just stitch that top edge there. You just catch those together. Now, this is a bit cack-handed because I'm doing it trying to show you at the same time. There we go. There we go. So you literally run a few stitches through and you catch it through there so that it's fixed at the top there. Leave that needle. I didn't even unthread it. Leave that needle. Get another needle. Right? Not the thread. And you do exactly the same. Oh, that one's not been stuck down. Oh, that's because it's the one I did earlier with no glue on it. And you do exactly the same with the other thread and the needle. You put that and that in exactly where it needs to go. And you run a thread through both of the seam allowance at the bottom. I'm going to do this out of vision so I can do it properly. But you're not using the needle and thread that you used last time. You're using a new needle and thread. So you go across. I'll show you in a second when I've done it because it's just easier for me to do it like this. I could have done with one of Louisa's thimbles, I'll tell you that much, yesterday. It's years since I couldn't find my thimble. I rang Dulcie and I said, I can't find my thimble anywhere. So look. So it's now caught at the top and it's caught at the bottom, right? But it's obviously, it's gaping in between. Right, then what you do is you take the one from the top that you had earlier and you literally, let me get, I'll go down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. You literally take a couple of threads. I'll show you one that I've done already actually in a minute. You literally, can you see? You literally take a couple of threads from each side and you're doing a back stitch coming back down the way. So when you've done it, now this is a bit messy. I have to warn you, it's a bit messy. Do you have any tips on sewing with invisible thread? I don't like it, Donna. I don't like invisible thread. So that's what it looks like when it's done. Of course, yours will have slits in them because I missed that bit on the instructions. I wonder why it wouldn't go around. And then from the front, look, it's all beautifully stitched down there. Now, you see, I've got a few little buckles in there. You won't have that in yours. Wear gloves. It's like fishing. Oh, hang on. I missed some messages out. Oh, when you're using, yeah. Oh, late lions checking in. Watch the beginning for later, yeah. Right? And so you've literally gone down there like that. Oh, do you know what I've done? I've made a mistake on this one, right? So then what you do is you've still got your thread and your needle from the bottom. Oops. So you've still got your needle and your thread from your bottom there. Not from your bottom, from the bottom thing. And you literally take your needle and you put a long stitch underneath that seam allowance across there. I'll show you. And you come out right at the corner of this one, pull your thread through, not getting it caught on the other one, and then you get your next leaf, right, and you pop that where it needs to go, and you do exactly the same again. You run a stitch from there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there, so you hold that end. You then catch the other end and you stitch all the way down. I'll just do it quickly for you. Chat amongst yourselves while I do this. It's not difficult, it's just that I'm trying to do it whilst talking to you and reading your questions at the same time, you see. Now, Felicia, if I've done anything wrong, please do say. I won't be offended. Right, okay. So you've caught that end. You see, you just catch those two there like that. And then you get your other thread. You catch the other two ends like that. And then you stitch, oh no, that's not right. You stitch all the way down the side again there. So you just carry on doing this round in the circle. Now, this is where I need to ask Louisa a question. I don't know if she's still there. Do you do the whole circle? Because sometimes if you're doing quilt, when you're making a patchwork, if you're doing a circle, you do 2 half circles and then join them together, don't you? Louisa, would you do 2 half circles, or do you just keep going round and round and round? That'd be a good question. Oh, I'm doing amazingly. Oh, that's sweet. But would you do it in a circle? Would you do it in a complete circle, or would you do half and half? Right? Oh, there's Crazy Lorraine. Only about, what time is it? Only 43 minutes late, Crazy Lorraine. Did you have a bad night's sleep again? I had funny dreams again last night. Anyway, oh, right, okay, Louisa does the whole, I suppose it's not too big, is it? What you must not do, you don't take any papers out, do you, Louisa, at this point? You don't take any, what is the website where I can get this, please? It's called sewmotion.com. I'll show you. I am not being paid for this demonstration, just so you know. It's not a paid demonstration, it's just because Louisa's a friend of mine. I said, can I have a free kit? So I've got a free kit. So in a way I've been paid for it, 'cause I got a free kit, didn't I? Right, so then what you do, right, no, Louisa, I'm going to ask you another question. You don't take any papers out, do you, until you got right the way around the whole circle? We'll wait for an answer on that. We'll wait for an answer on that one. So now I haven't obviously made the whole circle because I hadn't got the time. So what you then do, and it's all in the instructions, is you then get your background fabric. Oh look, Silly Nanny Jill was getting worried. So you complete the whole circle. You complete the whole circle. It's a wreath. It's got a hole in the middle. Look, it's a wreath. So you've got a hole here, and obviously you've got that there. Then you can take your papers out. Press it first. Press it first. Then you take your papers out. Now be careful with the papers because you can use them over and over again. Do you know what I would do, right, that she hasn't done obviously, is you know your hole puncher, right? I'd punch a hole in the middle of there. then when you come to take them out, you've got something to grab hold of to pull it out. That's just my own personal thing. Justin's obviously too busy. The kit's £20, Sarah. The kit's £20. Right. So then what you do, so you've got your whole wreath and you press it and everything like that. And you press the edges under so the edges are nice and sharp. Then you take your background fabric, which is this. Give it a good press. Give it a really, really, really good press. Then you need to find the centre. So all you do is you just fold it in half that way and fold it in half that way. Obviously, I haven't brought my ironing board down today. Right, okay. So you fold it in half and fold it in half. So you know that this is your centre. And give that a press. So on your piece of paper, no, not a piece of paper, on your piece of fabric, you have a flat piece of fabric with just a cross. And that is your middle, and you can see there that that will be your middle section. Then what you do is you lay your wreath, I'll show you this on her pictures actually, that'll be easier. You lay the wreath onto the background fabric. There you go, so that's what it will look like. You lay your wreath onto the background fabric. Now you have to make a design decision. You have to make, or I always put a hole in the centre of the pattern. Yeah, you see, it gets it easy to get out, isn't it? Oh yeah, the Liberty one. She does a gorgeous Liberty one and an Alison Glass version of this. So I don't know if they're still in stock, but she got them in. Anyway, so there's a whole. So you see there. Now the design decision you've got to make is, you see the wreath. Do you want in the centre at the top a blue one, or do you want the centre at the top to be halfway through a clamshell? That's your decision. That's what you've got to decide at this point. Obviously, Louisa has done it with a blue one pointing up. But when you've decided, you literally lay the centre of that one on the crease on your fabric. So the one opposite, you lay the centre of that one on your crease. And then you know you've got it straight because it will then be through the centre of both of those as well. So you lay it onto your fabric. The cardboards have gone by now, remember? And you literally hand stitch like a little whip. Now, do you call it a whip stitch? It's the one where you go, take a few fabrics, run along, go down, take a few, like that. So you can't see it. I'll tell you what's good for that. Orifil do the really, really fine one, don't they? That disappears into the, now I think it's 80. Is it 80? Orifil 80, the really, really fine one that just disappears into the fabric. So you stitch around the outside and you stitch around the inside. Oh, there you go, there's a picture there, look. Felling. Do you call it felling? Tanis. Tanis calls it felling. So you stitch all the way around the outside and all the way around the inside. So that's your, so then you'd have this with the wreath sewn on the inside. Then what you need to do, oh, ladder stitch is good. You can't see the thread at all. There you go. You see, everyone has different techniques, don't they? And we all learn from each other, don't we? Right, let me put the other glasses back on now so I can read your messages while I'm talking to you. There we go. 80 weight. Thank you, Pauline. It's there. I mean, other companies make it, but Orifil do. I know that a lot of people love the Orifil 80 weight because it just disappears into the fabric. You can't see it at all. But you know what? When something's handmade, oh, there you go. Princess What's-It uses invisible. Oh, Invisifil thread. I've never even heard of that, Princess. Invisifil thread. Oh, listen, Sharon, give it a go. The thing is, what I love about this is you've got the cardboards you can use over and over and over again. Hello, Roberta. How are the pugs? Roberta's got 5 pugs and they sleep on the bed. I know. You can use these over and over again. So if you've made this blue one and then you want one, say, to match that, you could just do it with all bright colours, couldn't you? Anyway, what you then do is, this is why you then need, so if that's got your thing on it there, you then take a piece of wadding, which you can get from Louisa, but you might have that in your stash already. Then you put, no, stop. You put your butter muslin down first, pressed obviously. Then you put, my knowledge is fantastic, I'm making up as I go along. Then you put your wadding. Then you put your fabric right side up, which that's got your wreath on it, obviously. Actually, you know what we should have done? I should have just done it with this, shouldn't I? Let me just pin it in place so you can see. So then, obviously yours will be sewn, not just pinned on like this. So then you're making your quilt sandwich, aren't you? Because you've got the pattern, the wreath, you've got the top fabric, you've got your wadding, and then on the inside there, you've got your butter muslin, right? Now, what you'd now do, or fix it like you would do either using banana pins or, hello Moira, my love. Oh, thank you, Sally. It's so relaxing sitting in the garden sewing. We won't be sitting out there today, Anne, it's horrible. Anyway, this is where you'll be wondering what this was for, won't you, right? So now what you can do is you can now hand quilt it using your red embroidery thread. No, it's not embroidery thread, is it? What's it called? Is it perlé, this one? I can't remember. Anchor Stranded Moulin. Oh, now, how many threads do we take? Louisa, does it say how many threads you take? Right, cut them into embroidery. Oh, there you go. Split it into 2 lengths with 3 strands in each. There you go, 3 strands in each. Then now this bit is completely up to you. You can do this however you want to do it. What Louisa did, I think there's a close-up on here, isn't there? Oh yeah, there you go. What Louisa did, you see that? Now you stitch through all 3 layers, echoing the shape of the scalloped edge, right? So you just echo. This is what Louisa did, right? And she did 2 lines on the inside as well. So you're quilting as you're decorating. Now, you don't have to do that. What you could do, which I think would be quite nice, is you could do sunray lines out from, oops, I was going to, see from there to the outside, you could do straight lines, like, you know, like the rays of the sunshine. It's embroidery thread, yeah, embroidery thread, thank you. Your glasses match your shirt. I know, these are not new, but they're my bifocals. Tanis. Now, Tanis, would you go round the outside, or would you do sunray? I think I'd like to do sunray. But it's all personal choice. It's personal. All you've got to make sure is you go through all the layers. Go through all the layers. Now, if you also see on Louisa's here, she's got a flower in the middle. So not only has she done her 3 rows of red around there, do you know what you could do? You don't have to use the red. If you've got blues at home, you could do beautiful blue rays going all around. Anyway, then she's done her 2 lines going around the middle. Oh, hello, Chloe. Echo stitching, that's called. That's right, Debs. Right, now, you see she's got a flower in the middle. And you think, oh, well, I can't do flowers. How's she done that? She gives you the template for a flower as well. Look. Look. Now, if you don't want to, some rays sound lovely for a vintage look. And Tanie's got some beautiful vintage jewellery. Anyway, that's your flower for the middle. Photocopy it. Now, if you use your photocopier, please make sure that it comes up that size, right? 1 inch that size. Somebody made some scrub hats for me, and her printer didn't print it to the 5 centimetre line on the scrub hat pattern, right? And there's another Australian. I've got lots of Australian viewers today, haven't we? Anyway, so you see with this, you could either just cut it out, place it on your pattern and go around it. But you know what's a good little trick? Oh, look, Chloe and Lorraine saying hello to each other. If you've got freezer paper at home, now, Jane, who are you saying you love? Are you loving me? That's very sweet if you are. I need a bit of loving at the moment. Freezer paper, right? It's only, I don't know how much it's, $4.99, something like that for 13 yards. Literally, looks like paper, and it's got a wax on one side and not on the other side. It's not got any glue on it. You could cut that pattern out in your freezer paper, iron it onto the cushion, and then stitch through it. Oh, hang on. No, you don't need to send me gifts. Please, please, please don't send me any gifts. I do this because I love it, right? I don't want. If you want to give a gift, go to Dulcie's GoFundMe page for helping dress medics. Helping dress medics. Yeah, go to that. Please don't send me a present, because I just do this because I love. Jane's got a ring the same as mine, she says. I know. That's from O&P Silver on your Facebook page. Lorraine says we all love you. Aww. Oh yeah, it's Mothering Sunday in Australia, isn't it? I know, Tenny. It's only because I was messaging Vicky this morning. She was like, I must get up and go to work. Oh no, she's not working today. I must get up and go do my walk. And we were like chattering away. And I said, it's because I've got nobody to talk to. This is it. This is my talking. I mean, I'm going next door, obviously, and have a good old gossip with them. Social distancing. So were the hats bigger or smaller? Oh yeah, right, okay, sorry. The hats were smaller, but she actually printed in the back of them, these are small. They still fitted me, and I've got a big head. Oh, you see, everyone I went to school with, Helen's here now. So I went to school with Helen, Sandra, Phil, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Anyway, so that will be that. Then you've got your finished front, right? You then trim it off so it's square. This is where you then decide, oh, Susan, what are you doing in Dublin, Susan? Anyway, I'll carry on. Then she's giving you some binding, right? She's giving you binding. Now, you can make it into a wall hanging, and you could just literally put a piece of fabric on. You need to put a piece of fabric on the back, obviously. Now, if it's going to be a wall hanging, that should be calico or some fabric you've got in stock, couldn't it? Oh, it's Mother's Day in South Africa too. So that's America, South Africa, and Australia, is it? Oh, look, Jeanette. Oh, on my own hearing you talking such a tonic. I could do it, you know. That's why I'm enjoying it. So please don't be thinking about sending me a present. If you do want to do anything, please fund. It doesn't have, I mean, that's the one I'm supporting, Dulce's one, obviously. But I mean, you just making scrub bags or just, oh, now the must thing I must say, oh, Japan as well. It's Mother's Day in Japan. It must be everywhere, but from here. Thank you, John, for all that you do. Oh, thank you, Wendy. You put me off my strength, don't I? What was I saying? Sure is Mother's Day here. Oh, that's in Australia, but we're doing the right thing by social distancing. Oh, do you know what? What would we have done if this had been? Oh, I know what's talking about scrub bags. Come back to that in a minute. If we hadn't got this, if we hadn't got Zoom and Facebook Live and everything like that, we had our local. I have my friends in London, Francesca and everything. We have a lovely coffee morning on a Friday morning, obviously on Zoom. Are you going to shout next to it when you finished it? No, I might do if I've got time. It's very busy. I'm very busy. So anyway, go back to the scrub bags. First of all, scrub bags, check that your hospital needs them, because there are certain hospitals that don't need them anymore. So please don't. It would be a lovely Christmas wreath, wouldn't it? Green, imagine if you did that green, red and gold. Yeah, donate to the NHS. Yes, please don't send me anything. Right, so if you're going to make bags or anything, check that your hospital needs them, because some hospitals are messaging going, we've got a whole load of bags here we don't need. Other bags, like up the northeast, right? Sunderland and the northeast are desperate for scrubs and bags and everything like that. But make sure that your hospital needs them before you do them. Or you can just donate money. But please make sure it's one. I'm not saying you have to donate money, but make sure that it's legit. Please make sure. It doesn't take much to distract me, I know. I think it's because I'm getting old. It's less than 6 weeks till my big birthday. I know. Right. So, if you're going to have a wall hanging, you could just use this to bind it with, right? Like you do a quilt. Fold it over, machine. Or, but you do need a backing fabric. But if you're going to make a cushion, and you need to buy, what is that, just half a metre of fabric? Oh. Yeah, half a metre of fabric. Because this is 20 inches square, isn't it? Yeah. So you can buy half a metre of fabric, that's enough for two, right? Now, oh, there you go. There's Lou, who I was just talking about my ring, you see. Louisa says you need a zip to put it. I hate, if you know me. Oh, look, Janet's 65 on Friday. Oh, Janet. Oh, she's been on the phone. Lou's been on the phone. I'm a nurse in Elf Set. Do you mean NHS, Jane? Elf Set. I'm a nurse in Elf Set. Sometimes these bring up the funniest things. Apparently, some of you getting subtitles of me wittering away, and the subtitles can't keep up with me. There's all sorts of things going on. A zip. I hate cushions with zips in, right? Do an envelope back. Oh, Jane's a nurse in Belfast. That's what she's trying to say. Oh, God love you. You're brilliant. You're all brilliant. Oh, look, Lou Petch. The hospital where I work needs scrubs, but we have a local group. So, you see, so just check. Just check before you just turn up at the hospital with them. That's all. Because, again, that's what I'm saying, Linda. Do an envelope back. Do an envelope back. So you know how to do that. So if this is 20 by 20, you cut two that are 20 by more than half. So then when you sew them together, they create one of those envelope backs. Maybe we'll do that another. I like an envelope back as well, Jacqueline. For some reason, I was called an elephant back, and I'm not quite sure why. But, yeah, so to do an envelope back, because I like an envelope back much nicer, if you're going to make a cushion out of it. Catherine, I have my 70th just before you. Well, that's years away, my 70th. Liverpool Heart and Chest Hospital is where I work. Wonderful staff. There you go. They're brilliant. Oh, do you know my brother? My brother's a surgeon. Well, he was in Liverpool. He's in St Helens now. I always envelope. Yes, I know you do, because Crazy Rain. Well, you did on my parrot cushion and my cock cushion, but not cockerel, but not on my. She did these lovely, like, you know, the one, the Christo ones that all go like that, the princess bedrooms. Dawn 65 on the 12th of June. Hey, Dawn. Do you think we'll be out of, I was going to say wedlock then. Do you think we'll be out of gridlock by then? No, it's not called gridlock, what's it called? Lockdown. Barbara's making scrubs and bags and watching you for the NHS West Midlands. Yay, West Midlands. You're making my 53rd. Oh, Jenny's 53. Jenny's on, yeah, 53. Right, okay. Are you on Tuesday morning? It's my birthday. Yes, I am Tuesday morning. And I've got a I've got a really, really brilliant sunrise special. I'm not 60, Lorraine. No, I'm not 60. I know, Jane's 61. I know, I'm having a bit of a meltdown about it. Oh, I've met your brother. How wonderful he is and the staff up there. They are, aren't they, brilliant? I don't know how to say your name. Bernadette, 65 on the night. Oh, there's lots of 65s around at the moment, aren't they? Anyway. Pam Minihani, did you go and come back? I'm making scrubs bags. Oh, yeah, well, mine were only drawstring. We only did drawstring bags. What other bags are there? Oh, no. I use envelope bags because my dog Kate takes out the cushions. Ooh. Hello, Ali Barton, my love. Sally was born 5 years later than me. So you're, what, 34 then? Oh, Linda's birthday's on Tuesday. Oh, well, we'll celebrate. Join me on Tuesday morning. I'm here at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I wonder if Intuit's having problems. She's in out. Rosemary's got lockdown birthday tomorrow. Oh, so I'll be here on Tuesday morning. Okay, Lo puts a little bit of Velcro on the envelope back to stop it gaping. Oh, Jean, she loves her granddaughter. She's 1 on the 21st of May. It must be so difficult. It must be so difficult for you. Because our friend Jane, her daughter had a baby and she hasn't been able to see her yet either. I know. Graham's 21. Now, see, I can't go away with 21. Oh, it says, no, not been anywhere. I'm still stitching. All it said was, Pam, that you went and you came back. See, it's just said Louisa's just come back as well. 30th wedding anniversary on Tuesday. Very low-key. Well, I'll be here, Helen. I'll be here to celebrate. Let me know on Tuesday. I'll be here at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. I know. Right. Now, very quickly, because I should get on. Have you got... Oh, yes, 12 o'clock. Have you got a... Oh, look, Jeanette's grandson's 1 on Thursday as well. Any questions for Louisa about this project? No, Linda, I totally agree with you. It's better to be locked down and safe, exactly. Jacqueline's done a baby jacket with dinosaur spikes. Oh, right, absolutely fantastic demo. Well, thank you, Louisa. Would never have thought it was your first time. Thank you so much. Well, you made it easier, didn't you? Made it easy for me. 22, God, if I was 22. If I knew then what I know now, I know. Oh, Belinda, same day as me. Same day as me, my birthday. Gerardine's there. Right, I'm going to go. Yeah, you are spring chicken at 57, Katie. I know. Now, if you've got the Sunday Times, only if you get the Sunday Times, in the magazine, there's an interview with Dulcie. You know my friend Dulcie, who's raised the money. It's over 85 grand now. I know. Lynn says she's not been anywhere either. Oh, that's weird. It just keeps telling me that people are joining me again. Loads of birthdays around June, aren't there? Hello, Andrew. All right, I'm going now, Andrew. So, wishing you a fabulous lockdown birthday, Jenny. We all are indeed. But I'll be here on Tuesday. So make sure next year's your 60th and then 4 days later is my son's 21st. Oh, fantastic party. Yeah. We can have it. Well, Julie, my sister-in-law Julie, it's her big birthday next year. So we thought we'd have a party next year. Oh look. Lo says she hasn't seen her mum since the 15th of March. Oh. It's very difficult because Francesca, my friend Francesca, her mum is very, very poorly as well. And she can only go and wave through the window at her. And then Francesca has a brother called Luca, who's adorable. And he's about 55, 56. But he's got severe, severe autism. And he's going blind and he doesn't understand. It's so sad. And oh, look at me getting a bit... Francesca says it's just so sad because he doesn't understand. They can't go and visit him in the home or anything. I'm sure the Mason's Arms, we'll have a 40th special for you. Won't be able to. I don't think it could be open by then. Who said that anyway? Dawn. How do you know about the Mason's Arms door? Right, I'm going to go. Wendy Allen, what was that emoji? Has there been a rude emoji going on? Oh, no. Oh, yes, it's the one where you're not alone. It's on your thing down there. It's the one where it's hugging you. It says you're not alone. Right, I'm going to go then. See you Tuesday, everybody. Hello, Annette. Thank you ever so much indeed. Pat, you just joined me and I'm just going. You'll have to catch up later. My son had lockdown 18th last week. Thanks, he had a fabulous bespoke necklace by... Oh! Fantastic. I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of my day, really. You know, I did my deep clean, right? Well, I went to look for something last night, and there's dust in my dressing room again now. You forget that it gets dusty again, don't you? Right. Sue, thank you for watching. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for all your lovely comments. I've got to try and tidy my desk up now. Because this one here, I'm not supposed to have opened that one. Petra, my daughter and I both have birthdays on D-Day. Oh, my word. Jean's seen the article in the Sunday Times about Dulcie. I think it's a lovely article. Dulcie's not very happy with it. Anyway, I'm going to go and tidy up. And I think I might have another coffee. I've already had one coffee. But I might have another coffee now and a bit of cake. Oh, there's lots of sadness, Lou, but there's also, isn't it putting lots of things into perspective? I think it's putting a lot of things into perspective as well. Anyway, I'm going. Thank you ever so much. Love the demo post. Oh yes, put your finished picture. If you've made this, put a picture on Facebook. I'd love to see it. And any of the other colour ones that she's done. Right, I'm going. We've got to decide what I'm going to do next week. You've got any ideas? What you'd like me to try next week? Now, remember, I can't get to the shops. So, oh, look, Paula's in her greenhouse. If you've got any things you want me to cover, then send me a message on Facebook and I'll see what I can do. Right, I'm going. Thanks for your company. Take care. Lots and lots of love. See you soon. Bye.